Dear students, in the last videos we discussed the possible questions from the unit number 3, that is database management. A topic was left in that particular video, that was database connectivity. It was unintentional from my side, but in today morning I came to know that this topic has been left, so I have just made a new video on the questions that can be asked from this database connectivity. In the previous video we have discussed the theoretical questions from the database connectivity part, that were having the questions on the steps how do you connect to a particular database in MySQL. There are 5 steps, as you know, but in this video it is a very short video because we will be discussing only this database connectivity topics and the questions on database connectivity topics. So the practical questions that will be asked, there will be some questions regarding the Python program to connect to the MySQL database. As this unit consists of 20 marks, so there will be some questions on the coding part also. The coding part will be only of connecting that your Python with MySQL database. So the possible questions that can be divided in 2 parts. One will be covering DDL and DML commands, and the other type covering the DQL commands. Both these commands have been discussed in detail in our practical video of this database connectivity. If you have not gone through that video, I request you to please go through that video first, so that you can get the connectivity between the theoretical and practical part, and then only you will be able to make these questions. So I will give the link of that practical video at the end of this video, so that if you are not able to connect to these questions, please go back to that practical video. So the questions that can be asked in the programming part, the first question can be to write a Python program to create a database named student in MySQL. Here you will use the same 5 steps, but in the second step of connecting the database, you will not give the name of the database. So you will give just the 3 arguments, that is the username, password, and the localhost, the host name. Okay, so it will this question has been discussed in the practical video on database connectivity. Next question can be, considering a MySQL database student having an admission table in it, write a Python program to add a new column named percentage. You can make necessary assumptions regarding the data types and size. So this question has also been discussed in the video. This is a DDL command that will be including alter table command of SQL. The next question can be this, considering a MySQL database student having an admission table, write a Python program to view the contents of the admission table. So this is a DQL command. This will be using the SQL query select star from admission, and after that you will be fetching all those records in the record set using the fetch all method, because the question is to view the contents. Okay, so where you find the word content, that means all the values. So the star will be used in after the select command. Those query will be select star from admission. So after this, running this query using the execute function, you will fetch all the records to a result set using fetch all methods. Then you will iterate using a for loop and print those records. And in the last question, you can be asked, like, considering a MySQL database student having an admission table, write a Python code to view the first 10 records of the admission table. This program is just like the previous one, but the difference is of the function that will be used to fetch the records. In the previous question we have used fetch all function, whereas in this question we will be using fetch many, and in bracket we will be writing 10. Okay, so the fetch many function is used to fetch a given number of records from the table. So that fetch many function will be used, and again those records, 10 records, will be fetched in a result set object, and you will be iterating through that result set of object using a for loop, and then you will use the print command to print all the records. So this was these are the types of the program that can be asked in the exam. The name of the database can be changed, but you will have to write. So you must be aware about the both the types of program. One is DDL and DML, and another is DQL. As I have told you earlier in the video covering this database connectivity with Python in the theoretical as well as the practical video lessons, we have discussed that the beginning part and the end part of both the programs are same, but the part in between, the middle part, that consists of about 3 to 4 lines, will change only. Okay, so you must be knowing the changes that will be made while you shift from DDL DML command to DQL command. If you are missing some concept, I will again tell you that the DQL command will be having the functions, any of the functions from fetch one, fetch all, and fetch many, while the DDL and DML will not have these commands. It will just have the row count variable printed, so that you can get the number of rows affected, and at the end you will also write a db.commit function, so that the changes made by you using DDL and DML commands are saved in the database. So these are the only two the two types of questions that will be asked as a practical approach to the database connectivity. I again request you all, if you are finding it difficult to give the answers of these programs, just go to the theoretical and the practical videos covering this database connectivity part with Python, and you will be able to write the answers of these questions. If you wish, you can write the answers of these questions and share the link of that document in the comment section, so I can check your progress. And if you have gone through the video of database connectivity covering both the theoretical and practical concepts in deep, I am sure that you will be able to answer these questions, because the program is not more than of 10 to 12 lines. So it is a very simple program. It is simple only when you are perfect with the concept of database connectivity with Python program. Okay, so if you are finding it difficult, please check the videos that I am adding at the end of this video. The link will be shared with you, and please go through those videos again, and you will be able to answer these questions. Okay, thank you very much.